Today, Rodgers will be restarting his career in the NFL. He'll begin his first season playing for the New York Jets. But there's one problem. Every player in the NFL is back in their prime. But in Rodgers' case, he'll be starting off at a 55 overall. And the Jets would go 8-9 and miss the playoffs. Nice. And for Rodgers' first season, his stats were pretty bad, which is why he's going to need some much needed upgrades. All right, here we go. First upgrade for Rodgers. We're going to choose number 12, and it's going to be plus 15 throw power. Okay, that should get his overall up a little bit. All right, so his throw power being a 74 will now go up to like an 89-ish. Should help him a lot, actually. And even with the throw power boost upgrade, Rodgers still had a bad season. And the Jets went 5-12 this season. Okay, so we went backwards. Nice. Okay, but Rodgers threw for 4,700 yards, 34 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. That's really good for him. Not sure what's kind of going on with the rest of the team, but obviously something's not matching up right. All right, let's see the next upgrade Rodgers is getting. So we're going to take number 8, and it's going to be plus 15 throw accuracy short. That could actually help him out this season. And before the season started, Aaron Rodgers was off the Jets. Wait, where's Aaron Rodgers at? This dude Rodgers found himself on the Chargers. Bro, how did he even get there? And Rodgers' first season in the Chargers would go great because they would make the playoffs and he overall wouldn't have a bad season. Looks like Aaron Rodgers will be going against the 2nd seed Ravens. Yeah, I think we're kind of screwed. And in Rodgers' first playoff game, he played pretty well, but the game was still pretty close coming down to the end. All right, if the Chargers can make this kick right here, this pretty much seals the game with 28 seconds left-ish. Here they go. They kick it. It's good. Nice. Easy win for us. Nice playoff win for Rodgers. Rodgers' next game would be against the 1 seed Bills, who had an outstanding team. Looks like Diggs is going to be out for this game, but everybody else looks healthy. And yeah, this team's tough. Wow. And even though the Bills were the 1 seed and looked like a better team, Aaron Rodgers was trying to prove a point. Rodgers is still winning 42-14 against the number 1 seed. Yeah, this is really, that's insane. Wow. And Rodgers would move on to the championship round, and he had to go against the 3rd seed Colts. And the Colts would have a pretty good team on them, but there's one problem that Rodgers has. You see, Rodgers' history in the championship games isn't really that great, and he always finds a way to lose in those games no matter what. Yeah, I don't think this dude Rodgers has like any answer for the Colts right now. 20-41, yeah. Wow. Even though the Colts did beat us, that's not a bad first season for Rodgers making the playoffs, and he didn't perform bad at all. So, you know, hopefully he makes it back there again. For this season, we're going to give Rodgers 2 upgrades. So we're going to give him number 10, which is plus 20 carrying. And then we're just going to give him number 6, which will be plus 10 throw accuracy deep. That could help him out a lot. All right, so his 70 carrying will be going up to a 90. Plus 10 throw accuracy deep will make this an 87. And you would think with those 2 upgrades that Rodgers would have a way better season, but that proved to not be the case. Wow, and the Chargers would go 7-10. Okay, I don't even know what happened. Wow. All right, Rodgers gets 2 more upgrades. We're going to give him number 17, being plus 1 depth trait. Thank you. And then we're going to give him number 1, which will be plus 20 awareness. This will actually help him out a lot. And getting that plus 1 dev trait would let Rodgers improve his overall as he plays throughout the season. And plus 20 awareness means he will now have 99 awareness. And thankfully, those 2 upgrades would actually provide some use and would even lead Rodgers to having a better season. All right, Chargers would go 10-7 and would make the playoffs, so that's at least good for us. And our first game would be against the Colts. The Chargers were leading for most game, but the Colts decided to make a little comeback towards the end. Yeah, now they're definitely going to have to throw this. Honestly, they're probably even going to throw it to Jonathan Taylor still. Wow, great pass. I don't know who that was to. Jarvis Landry. Oh god, that's insane. Okay, now they do have to get to 2-point conversion still, but they do have 3 timeouts. So if they do fail at this, you know, their defense gets a chance to at least get another possession for them. He's probably gonna run it himself. Oh, he didn't, and we let them just get that. Okay, yep. Rodgers gonna have to get a game-winning drive now. Nice. All right, here we go. Rodgers, bro, you gotta get this. You gotta get this game-winning drive on the way. This dude did not just drop that. That would have literally been perfect. Oh my god. Okay. All right, bro, 44 seconds left. You don't want overtime. Please, you do not want to go into overtime against these guys. You don't. I know you don't. Oh, he's throwing a dot downfield. Let's go, Keenan Allen. Oh my god. He actually caught it. Wow. And that gives us the lead with like how many seconds? 35 at least? Like, oh my god. And Rodgers' next matchup would be against the Browns, who were the 1 seed. And this team was looking pretty dangerous, especially at quarterback. But we're going against Deshaun Watson, the Predator, man. And even though the Browns looked pretty dangerous, the Chargers still absolutely owned them. 1 seed, 55-20. Bro, where did these dudes go? And Rodgers was on a crazy hot streak, throwing for 6 touchdowns. And our next game is going to be against the Bills, who are the 2nd seed. Okay, this is definitely going to be an interesting game, honestly. And of course, since this was a championship game, Rodgers was going to be playing at his best. best. And he would get absolutely embarrassed by the Bills. After that loss, he just wanted to move on to next season. All right, here we go. Rodgers has some more upgrades now, so we're going to give him number 3, which is plus 10 jumping. And then we're going to give him number 15, being plus 15 throw accuracy short. Okay, I like these upgrades. Even after those upgrades, Rodgers would still go 10-7 on the season, which wouldn't be an improvement at all. We were still able to make the playoffs, and our first game will be against the Bengals. Both teams were able to keep this game pretty close, but late into the fourth quarter, Rodgers had a chance to win this game. Rodgers steps back. Hopefully he can find someone downfield. Oh my God, he almost got... Dude did not just throw a pick. Oh my God. And just like that, Rodgers loses his next playoff game. And this time in the wild card too. He didn't even make it to the championship game. That makes no sense. Like, oh my God. And after a bad way to lose the season, I realized Rodgers was going to need some better upgrades. Let's just hope we start off with number 7 and something good. We get to max out 3 stats. Let's go. That's perfect for us. I think obviously the first one we're going to max out is probably going to be speed. So that's going to be at a 99. I think we're also going to max out throw under pressure, because that could help out a ton. And then, you know, I say screw it, make him have 99. So we're going to make this dude start running the ball a little bit. And thankfully with these upgrades, we actually saw some improvements in Rodgers' game. And our record improved a little bit better, going 11-6, but still not ideally great for us. And our wildcard game would be against the Colts, someone that we've played against a lot in this video. So Rodgers is up 17-10 right now, and now 24-10. Yeah, this game looks over. And the Colts were trying to make a little comeback against us, but thankfully the defense was there to stop them. All right, defense, we got to show up just one time right here. We do not want to lose to this Colts team, because that would just be very bad. Oh yeah, the pressure's getting to him. That's a pick. Let's go. That's game. Nice. We'll take that. Our next matchup would be against the 5th seed Ravens, who had a very good team. Oh, yeah. So they just have 99 Odell, 99 Marlon Humphrey, 99 Lamar. And with a team that good, you would think Rodgers would struggle against them. But that wouldn't be the case. 31-14. This game's over. GG's to the Ravens. They put up a good fight. That was a nice win for Rodgers, winning 38-22 against the Ravens. You couldn't ask for anything better. And now we're going against our division enemies, being the Chiefs, who are 9-8. I don't even know if they've made it this far. And with this being a championship game, you knew Rodgers wasn't going to show up too well. But shockingly, he would keep the game close, and with 3 minutes left, he would have a chance to prove himself. All right, Rodgers, you got 3rd and goal, bro. Dude, don't sell. Oh my God, he's going to get sacked. Bro, this dude Rodgers, if he throws a bad pass here, that's game. Please. Oh my God. And it would be after this moment that everything started going downhill. All right, now before we start next season, we obviously gotta get Rodgers' next upgrade. It's probably gonna be something bad because the end of the season pretty bad. Speed stats to 50, and we just maxed them out too. Okay. And even with that downgrade, we would shockingly still make the playoffs, but we would stay at the same record. All right, and the Chargers went 10-7. I guess that's not bad for them, but the Raiders went 14-3. Okay, they might be our toughest opponent in this division now. And to begin the playoffs, we would have a good win against the Patriots in the wildcard round. And after a nice second round win for Rodgers, he would find himself back in the championship round. And he'd be going against the best quarterback in the NFL, being Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is gonna be really tough. And yet again, Rodgers would not disappoint in the championship round. I think we need to get a backup quarterback for him, because he's obviously not made for this moment. This dude cannot get past the championship game, and things would start to go downhill yet again. He's number 8. Throwing stats to 70. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And just like that, Rodgers is a 57 overall. But shockingly, he was still able to make the playoff. And our first game is gonna be against the Bengals. We're definitely a first round elimination team, so I don't expect anything from them. This game was very back and forth, and the scores were tied in the fourth quarter. Both teams would exchange field goals in the fourth quarter to force overtime. And Rodgers' first drive was not very good. You're not gonna just sell here, are you? Oh my God. And then the Bengals would get the ball for the first time in overtime, and this would happen. 3rd and 7. Jamar Chase is one-on-one, which is psychotic in this situation, and that's probably not even gonna help. Yup. See, I was right. Nice. Just great coaching by whoever's coaching this team. Yeah, Bengals at the 1-yard line. I just expect them to run this in, and yup, that's game. Okay. And just like that, Rodgers would be eliminated from the playoffs yet again. But if you look on the bright side, there's a good chance he can get a pretty decent upgrade here. But wait, Rodgers decided to leave the Chargers. He'd be taking his talents to Indianapolis to go play for the Colts. And with him joining a new team, he was going to need a good upgrade to help them out. So let's just give him number 3, which is going to be -10 to all stats. Okay, so we're just on a downhill. Great. And just like that, Rodgers is the 52 overall. But that didn't matter, because he would go out firing next season, going 10-7. And his first playoff game would be against his former team, the Jets, and and he absolutely destroyed them. And oh my goodness, this Colts team has to have such good defense, but also Rodgers is showing up getting points on the board too. And so with all that confidence, Rodgers would have to face the 3rd seed Texans, who had Patrick Mahomes still at quarterback. And even with how the team was playing, we still couldn't win. You know what? It was a good shot, and we definitely put our all into it, but yeah, we're done. Yeah. But luckily for next season, Rodgers would get +10 to all stats, and that would make him a 77 overall. And next season, Rodgers went 11-6, which was amazing for the playoffs. And we would play the Jets yet again in the first round for an easy win. And then we would find ourselves facing the Texans yet again. And Rodgers was looking for revenge. And overall, they would both keep the game back and forth. But Rodgers in the 4th quarter was going to make sure we won this game. Just score here, and I'm telling you, you'll be in such a good position. You'll be up 10. They got to go and get it. Let's go. Okay, we scored. We're going to be up by like 10 points. We're chilling. And just like that, we took down the Texans. And with that win, Rodgers would find himself back in the championship round. The Colts had to beat the #1 seed Broncos to finally make it to the Super Bowl with Rodgers. But the one person standing in the way of them was Russell Wilson. And with the big 3 the Broncos had on defense, Rodgers was going to have to do a ton on offense to beat this team. And you already know how championship Rodgers gets. He makes it so far, and then he gets to the championship game, and he forgets how to play football. And after this, Rodgers got a downgrade of bronze dev, which would mean he would stay at the same overall for this whole season. But thankfully, he would still have a pretty decent season, going 10-7 and making the playoffs again. And for his wildcard matchup, he got an easy win. But when it came to facing the 1 seed Bills, things were not looking great for Rodgers here. This game was overall pretty close, but when Rodgers was down 4 points with a minute left in the 4th quarter, he had to prove himself. All right, here we go. Rodgers steps back, a minute left on the clock. Dude, you got to throw it. Oh my God. Oh, Von Miller, man. Okay. For 38 seconds, you have to throw it deep, bro. You have to, please. That's good. Oh my God. That dude would have dropped it either way. Okay. Here we go. 4th and 20. Rodgers, if you can complete this pass, bro, this will be a huge step in your career. Just complete it. That's all you have to do. That's definitely not getting completed. He dropped it. Okay, that's game. And just like that, Rodgers' season was over. So going into next season, we were hoping he could get a good upgrade. All right, let's see what Rodgers' next upgrade is going to be. We're going to give him #1, I think. Select any player. Perfect. This is going to be amazing for us. And this upgrade would give us a lot of options to choose from. And it started making me think maybe we should reunite a former teammate of Rodgers with him. And you know what? It's only right if we bring Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers back onto the team together. So we're going to take Davante Adams with our selection. And just like that, Davante Adams is a Colt. And with that upgrade, Rodgers was totally going to the Super Bowl. But things quickly went downhill. And somehow we went 5-12. I don't even know what happened. And after that bad season, Rodgers would be entering the final year of his NFL career. And for Rodgers last season, we decided to go all out and start just taking all the free agents we could, like Aaron Donald, George Kittle, Carlos Dunlap, and De'Aaron Payne. Like, we got to go all out this season. There's no way. And with this good team, we still went 10-7. All right, Rodgers with a good season, 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns to 8 interceptions is very good. When it came to our wildcard round game, we beat the Dolphins 30-23. But when it came to our divisional round matchup against the Titans, this game was wild. This was a very low-scoring game where each team would make 2 field goals before overtime hit. But on the first drive in overtime, the Titans would make a mistake. All right, 10-yard line for Bridgewater on his first drive. Obviously, playoff overtime gives both teams a possession, so if they score here, we just kind of have to score. We got a pick? Oh my God, we got a pick. Okay. I told you Teddy Bridgewater's not made for the moment. And Rodgers failed to do anything with the ball, so he would have to punt the ball back to the Titans when this would happen. Oh my God, that's a pick 6. That's got to be a pick 6, right? We win. Oh my God. The defense, Marlon Humphrey showed up. That's game. Championship game on the line. Here we go. Rodgers, we got this. We got this. And so Rodgers would have to face his fear yet again of playing in a championship game. But this time he was able to prove himself very clearly. Oh yeah, this game's over. 35-10. Did Rodgers finally break the curse? Finally broke the divisional game curse. I don't know what it was, but I'm just happy that's done with. And finally, Rodgers would be playing in the Super Bowl. And his opponent would be the Atlanta Falcons, who have a bad history of playing in this type of game. And when it comes to the lineup, they were stacked. CJ Stroud's at quarterback. And everyone else on their team is like really low in overall. And the stage is set for Aaron Rodgers and CJ Stroud in the Super Bowl. It's time to find out if Aaron Rodgers is a true winner. All right, third quarter, we're down 7 to the Falcons. This is definitely looking really rough. You don't want to be going against Aaron Rodgers with 5 minutes left, because we all know he can do something crazy if he wants to. Aaron Donald sacks him. Good stuff, Aaron Donald. That's why he's Defensive Player of the Year. All right, 29-yard field goal. Imagine this dude just misses it. That would be amazing if you just miss it. And he made it. Okay. 3rd and 6 for Rodgers. A minute 54 left. We got to see something from him. There's no way. Oh my God, they got through the old line quick. Thank God there's someone open. Okay. Bro, we're not gonna use timeouts. I say go for that. Do your thing, coach. What are you doing? Oh, that's a great pass. Rodgers with a dot. Oh my God, that's a touchdown. With I think that was like a minute 30 left. Oh my God. And after that touchdown, CJ Stroud would have to go on a game-winning drive. Oh, that's a sack. Perfect. Great stuff. Great stuff, defense. Good stuff. Bro, Stroud steps back. Aaron Donald again. Bro, Aaron Donald is cooking you. And with 27 seconds left, Stroud would need a miracle. Right down the middle. He's going to get past. Oh, he got pancaked. Oh, that's a pick. That's game. That's game. That's game. That's game. Aaron Rodgers wins this. Aaron Rodgers did it. I can't believe it. He actually did it. Oh my God, Rodgers actually did it. I can't believe it. And Rodgers finally does it. Takes the last kneel of the game, and he wins by 4 points against the Falcons. I can't believe he did it this season. The 7th seed goes on to win the Super Bowl. And Rodgers would finally win a Super Bowl after 15 seasons. But what would happen if you put prime Aaron Rodgers onto an all-time Packers team? If you want to watch him compete against 31 other teams in NFL all-time imperialism, click the video on the screen.